Ladies, ladies, I need y'all to lean in. I need y'all to lean in. We got to have another conversation. And this one is about accountability. This is about how mean we can be, how nasty some of us can be. We got to talk about it. Now, this might sting a little bit, but sometimes tough love has to sting just a little bit. I've seen a lot of things on my timeline where a bunch of black women have been angry and aggressive because someone commented on something that they didn't like. That being our weight, our clothing, our lashes, our hair. And at the end of the day, it is nobody's business what we wear, how we look, how we feel, any of that. All of that is on us. But I also believe that everyone is entitled to their opinion. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And the fact that some people that I'm going to talk about absolutely went ham tells me that some of the things that were said struck a nerve. So, number one, this is not about bashing black women. This is not about people making excuses or talking down on black women. Everything that I'm about to tell you is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And unless and until we take some accountability for our behaviors and our actions, it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to be to our detriment. Okay? So, there's an accountability problem. Nobody can tell us anything. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. We don't want black men speaking on anything about us. We don't want other races of people speaking on anything about us. And now it's gotten to the place where we don't even want each other to speak on us. We immediately go into attack mode anytime somebody says something that we don't like. And I just don't think that that is at all necessary. It's not healthy. And if can't nobody tell you nothing, you're going to head down a road of destruction that none of us wants to be on. So we're going to have to get this thing cleared up right here and right now. We are going to have to learn to take some constructive criticism. I'm not telling you to let somebody talk down to you, talk ugly to you, judge you, or anything like that. But if somebody is telling you the truth, take the information and do what you need to do with it. And like I said, if it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. You don't have to comment on it. This selective outrage over self-awareness is a real problem, and we need to fix it. We will spend hours arguing with people, especially on these social media apps. We will spend hours arguing with people. We will come up with think pieces. We will make every excuse in the world about why our situation is the way it is. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to the choices we make. You choose what you put in your mouth. You choose what you put on your body. You choose how you behave in public. You choose how you treat people. And if people are repeatedly saying to you over and over and over again that some changes need to be made, one could surmise that maybe some changes need to be made. And we just need to take a little bit of accountability for some of those things. Now, I am going to insert a video into this clip with a young man that I follow on Instagram. He is into herbs and holistic medicine, and he does a lot to help people. And he is a vegan. He primarily eats fruit. So you don't have to listen to everything that he says, but to attack him because he has an opinion about something is not a good idea either. So take a listen to this, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Say hate against black women. I don't got no hate against black women. I love black women. It's just that black women don't love themselves, or black women don't love men, or any men that tell black women the truth about themselves. They take it as hate, because you can't tell black women shit. You can't tell black women shit about their body. You can't tell black women shit about their habits. You can't tell black women shit about any negative pattern that they have. Anybody that tell black women the truth, especially black men, seem like hate, because black women don't take no type of accountability. That's all it is. It ain't hate. I actually love a lot black women more than some black women take care of themselves. I make videos about black women healing the womb and all type of shit. It's a bunch of black women on here asking me how to heal and nurture and take care of themselves. If I hated black women, I would say, I'm not telling you nothing. I help heal more black women than most black women do. I know more about the black woman body than most black women do. You guys operate out of hate.
Now, my boy may have been a little bit aggressive in that video, because I think whoever left him that comment struck a nerve in him. But typically, whenever you hear from him, it's all love. It's all suggestions. He's not requiring you to do anything. He's trying to help. He wants us to be healthy. And again, the selective outrage, to say you hate women because he's telling you certain things to not ingest and not put on your body, and to not doing this, we need to stop telling black men to stay out of black women's business. But at the same time, we want them to protect us and to provide for us. We have got to learn how to take criticism, correctiveness, just information from somebody. We have got to stop flying off the handle. And I'm here to tell you, I'm a fly off the handle kind of girl, or at least I used to be. You couldn't tell me nothing. I have people that I've dated in the past that will talk to me now, that used to talk to me then, and they can't even believe that I'm the same person, because I was very strong-willed, I was very argumentative and very difficult, and I couldn't be told anything either. That's why I am probably 56 years old and single. But that's okay. You live and you learn, and you do what you can to help others not find themselves in the same predicament that you found yourself in. Now next, there's a young lady, I think it's Tiffany Talks on TikTok. She got on TikTok and she basically said the exact same thing that I said in my video in Jamaica about black women being too obese, and what I saw at the resort and in a wedding party, typically with the guests and how they were dressed. And she got ran off of TikTok. People called her horrible names. They tried to act as if she was being judgmental and that she was saying things. They attacked her character. They attacked everything they could about her. And they said all these ugly things and had all these think pieces. And the last time I checked, all of these social media apps are for opinions. People feel a certain way. Just because a person makes an observation and says it out loud doesn't warrant an attack, especially if they are telling the truth. Black women are the most obese in this American society, and there are tons of contributing factors to that. I understand the stress. I understand white supremacy. I understand slavery. I understand taking care of everybody else and not always taking care of yourself. But those are choices that we make. At the end of the day, nobody is forcing you to shovel food in your mouth. Nobody is forcing you to sit sedentary and not get up and exercise and move your body. We are not living in the Jim Crow era. Now, I'm not going to sit here and play like race relations are amazing, but we are freer than we have ever been before. We can buy anything and everything else we want. If we want lashes, if we want hair, if we want clothes, if we want bags, if we want shoes, we find a way to afford it. So we can find a way to afford good, healthy food and to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. And we shouldn't attack someone because they have an opinion about it. With this young lady, there was a tidal wave of insults and threats and all sorts of things going on when she only made an observation because she herself is going through a weight loss journey. Now, I am super, super grateful for the season game because I was not attacked when I have made any of these videos, because we're doing a whole series on why African American women are struggling with weight loss and the war on black women's weight. We're doing a whole series on it, and I'm grateful for my gang of seasoned folks. I'm grateful for the people that watch my videos. But y'all need to know you're not going to run me off. I'm here because I love you and I want to help you. I'm 56 years old. I am still struggling to lose weight. I am still struggling to do certain things. And I'm here to help you. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm not here to judge anybody. We want to avoid the hard truths. And it's time out for that. Those days are gone. We are going to be held accountable, or we're going to have to deal with the consequence of not being held accountable. We are the most obese group of people in the United States, and it's time for that to change. The American Standard diet is killing us. We are taking ourselves out with knives and forks. We worried about gang banging and guns, but we're eating ourselves to death, and that absolutely has to stop. We need to stop with the excuses. We need to stop blaming people. This issue is not about shaming anybody. It's about making things better for us. It's about living longer, healthier lives. We want to have a quality of life. We don't want to keep dealing with this diabetes and heart disease and high blood pressure. We don't want to keep dealing with that, this gout and all these other things. And the only way to fix that is to change our diet to lose weight and monitor what we consume. Now, I got a few tips on what we can do to make things better. And I hope that each and every one of you will take this into consideration. And if any of my seasoned folks have some additional recommendations, drop them in the comments, because everybody needs a little bit of something, and that includes me. Number one, we need to listen without defensiveness. We need to listen to absorb what the person is saying and not to respond, and definitely not to retaliate. We need to separate the delivery from the message. Not everybody's going to be sweet and sugarcoat things and talk soft to you. Sometimes a swift kick in the butt is just what we need. Sometimes a reality check is what's necessary in order for us to get up and do what we need to do. So you need to separate the delivery from the message. If you need to hear what's being said, then you need to accept what's being said and forget the delivery. We need to prioritize solutions and not excuses. If your cortisol levels and your stress levels are preventing you from losing belly fat, then the first thing you need to do is alleviate some of that stress, no matter what that is. You got to take care of you, because nobody else is going to do it for you. If you need to lose some weight, you need to lose some weight. If you need to eat better, you need to eat better. If you got to make better food choices, if you got to spend a little bit more money on healthy food, then that means that there's some things that you're going to have to go without. That extra bag, maybe you don't need it. That extra pair of shoes, maybe you don't need it. We need to focus on what's going to sustain us and not things. And we need to embrace accountability and allow it to empower us. We need to be held accountable. We need to make changes that need to be made. And we need to let it empower us. Don't let it shame you. Don't let it strike a nerve in you. Let it make you stronger and better, because the change is going to be good for you. You don't have to worry about who's saying what and how the person is saying it. If it resonates with you, then you need to act on it. And if it doesn't apply, like I always say, let it fly. Accountability is not about blaming. It's not about shaming. It's about taking ownership. And if you are 5'2" and over 200 pounds, it's time for you to take ownership of the fact that maybe you're just a little bit too heavy. If you are, putting substances in your body or things on your skin that have chemicals in it that's not good for you, perhaps you need to look into making some changes. And if somebody is coming to you with love, that's trying to give you some information on things, you need to accept that as well. We can accept so many things just because somebody said it. But if it makes us have to look in the mirror and choose accountability, sometimes that's difficult for us to swallow. At the end of the day, sisters, you are too powerful. You are too smart. You are too resilient. And lack of or denial holds us back. And we are no longer going to be held back. Accountability is not an insult. It's an invitation to make the changes that need to be made if the decision or if the conversation resonates with you. If you can find time to clap back, you can find time to make the changes. So, it's the season, lady. I'm coming to you guys with love and admiration. I'm going to ask you to embrace accountability. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you think about this situation. And until the next time, the season lady is signing out. If I forgot anything, you can rest assured I'm coming back to you with another one real soon. Until the next time, toodles.